Good morning, students. Today in this module we will learn about the significance of different colors in a topographical map. So students, if we look at any topographical map, we find different colors. Look at this topographical map. You will find different colors. Here we will see green color. Green color indicates forested areas, that is vegetation. You will see yellow patch, or we call it yellow wash, which means this area, the yellow area all over the map extract, is suitable for growing crops, or it's a cultivable land. We will also find colors like white. White stands for barren land. This land is unfit for agriculture or for cultivation. We will find several other colors in the map, like in the river you can see that there is a blue line. So this blue line indicates water in the river. So students, there are different colors that signify different things in a topographical sheet. So in this module we will learn about the colors and which are the colors assigned or used to show particular features in a topographical map. We will know more about it. Now students, let us see the colors and their significance, their usage in a topographical map. So the black color is used to write all the names in a topographical map. The river banks are shown with black color. The broken grounds, these are the areas which are found near the bank of river, and this happens this forms in an area with alternate dry and wet season. When a particular season experience rainfall and there is a season when it is dry, there is no rainfall. So in such season, in that particular season, the land around the river, it gets cracked. And this kind of feature is known as broken ground. Apart from this, we also use black color to show dry stream, survey trees, heights and their numbering, railway tracks, telephone and telegraph lines. So all these features are shown with black in a topographical sheet. We have seen the names of the features that can be shown with black. Now we will see in the map, then it will be clear. See the first one, open scrub, the names, all the names. You can see the name of the settlement here. This is also written with black. Even you can see another name of a settlement. This is also written with black. So all the names in our topographical map are written with black. Next, we will see the river bank. You can see the river bank, this is also shown with a black color. All along the river bank you can see the margin, the bank is drawn with a black color. Now next, we had broken ground. So students, this feature is called broken ground. You can see it here also. I told you this is a result of alternate dry and wet season. During the dry season, the area near the bank of the river get cracked and due to lack of moisture, and this is known as broken ground. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next feature. Even the heights, it is a triangulated height 217. Even the heights in a topographical map are shown with black, the symbol as well as the numbering. Now what else? We can see a dry stream. This black line is showing a dry stream. It doesn't have water, so there is no use of blue color. It is completely, it is drawn with black. Next, you can see the railway track. It is again shown with black. So these are the features which are shown in a topographical sheet with black. Now students, about a telephone line, it is also mentioned. You can see it's written telephone line, and you can see the black dotted lines. So this black dotted lines are showing the telephone line. So these features which we have just seen in the topographical map are all shown with black color. The next color is yellow. So all the cultivated area in a topographical map are shown with yellow color. So students, you can see, I'll zoom in, you can see the whole area is yellow, and this region is cultivable area, or it is fit for growing crops. The next color is green. So all wooded means forested areas. Even scattered trees and scrubs are shown with green color in a topographical map. So let's look at the topographical sheet. Now students, you can see this green area. There are a lot of contour lines, but this is a forested area, and this forested area is shown with green. You can even see some scattered trees, and before showing the scattered trees, I would like to show you something that is mentioned here, fairly dense mixed jungle. So this is a forested area, and it is shown with green in a topographical map. Now students, I will show you the scattered trees. So there are several trees that are scattered. They are not part of forest, but even in the village areas or city areas, you will see few trees. So they are known as scattered trees. You can see all over there are trees. Green trees, the symbol of the trees, this is a symbol of a tree. So these are the trees that are scattered all over. So this is also shown with green color. So like this, forest as well as the scattered trees as well as the open scrub area. Now students, open scrub has very scanty rainfall, so it results in very scanty vegetation, only consists of bushes and grasses. So you will find very few trees out here, and this area is mainly used for cattle rearing, sheep rearing. Now the next color is brown. So brown color indicates the contour lines, their numbering in a topographical map. Apart from showing contour lines, brown color is used to show areas of stony waste and sand features like sand dunes. So let's have a look in the topographical map. Now the brown color is most extensively used to show the contour lines. You can see the dense contour lines all over here. You can even see the number 400, 200, 800. So this is 300. So like this, different contours are shown with a value using the brown color in a topographical map. Apart from the contours, the areas covered with sand, that is, you can see this area is covered with sand, and there are a lot of sand dunes and sand features. So this is also shown with brown. Now even stony waste, it's an area where stones are there, and this area is mostly used for stone cutting. So this area is also shown with brown color. You can see the brown lines indicating stony waste. The next color in the list is blue. So the blue color is used to show all the water bodies, river, well, tank, all the water bodies. If it is filled with water, then you will find the color blue in the topographical map. The outline of the river or any other water body is with black, but if there is water in the water body, then it is colored inside with blue. So this is how the water body is shown with the blue color in a topographical map. Here we can see the river, and there is a blue line This is indicating that the river is having water. So the blue color has its significance to show the water in the river. This tank out here, this is a tank. This tank is having water. It is filled with water, which is indicated with blue color. Here we can see the wells. You can see the blue dots. They indicate the perennial wells. Well is a very important mode or means of irrigation in areas with seasonal rainfall. So, well irrigation is very popular in areas which we are learning, that is part of Gujarat and Rajasthan. And these are the pictures or the symbols, conventional symbols of perennial wells. Means these wells are filled with water throughout the year and is used for providing water to the agricultural area during dry season. The next color is red. Red is used to show grid lines and their numbering. It is also used to show the roads, cart tracks, settlements, huts and other buildings. Now students, cart track is another means of transport. We will discuss it in the next module. White color is used to show barren land, and barren land means which is unfit for cultivation. So let's have a look at a topographical sheet to see the use of red color. So students, you can see red color is used to give numbering to the grid, and the lines, the grid lines are also drawn with red. Then if we look at the settlements are also drawn with red. Even the roads, you can see the red lines, they are showing different modes of transportation. They are also drawn with red. And if we look at the white areas, these white areas are unfit for cultivation, so they are indicative of barren land. So this is how students, we use different colors to show different features in our topographical map. Thank you.